In 90 days from now, I'll be taking on a half Ironman. What's a half Ironman, I hear you ask? Well, it's a triathlon event which is made up of a 2-kilometer swim, followed by a 90-kilometer cycle, and then finished with a 21-kilometer run, all of which need to be completed within the 8.5-hour time frame to avoid disqualification. This journey started a couple weeks ago. I went to a public pond here in London and I got in for a total of 3 minutes. I'm not a strong swimmer and it shows because I started to panic from this moment here.
Wow, that is cool.
Since then, I've been seriously contemplating whether this race is even for me.
That was horrible.
However, from personal experience, it's precisely that feeling that leads to really great and profound moments.
Check it out, I'm the CAS and the OVA and the rest is FLY. You see, I go by the code of the doctor of the mix in these streets, and I tell you why. You see, I'm 6'1" and I'm tons of fun and I dress to a T. You see, I got more clothes than Muhammad Ali and I dress so viciously. I got bodyguards, I got 2 big cars that definitely ain't the whack. I got a Lincoln Continental and a sunroof Cadillac. And everybody go.
So, just finished up on that morning swim. I feel like it's put me in a really good mood. A big reason as to why I've signed myself up to this Ironman is because one of my biggest fears in life is water. A couple years ago, out in open water, I had a really awful experience. I still think to it every time I'm in water. And so by signing up to this Ironman, it's forcing me to basically face my fear often. I have to train regularly, ultimately become a better swimmer in order to swim the required distance.
Everybody go hotel, motel, hotel, motel, G, and my mellow, it's on you, so what you go?
So later today I'm going to go for a run, and then as part of this series I also want to show you or give you a little insight into what I eat, what I cook, some family recipes.
To the hip, hip, hop, you don't stop. The rocket to the bang, bang, boogie. Say up, jump the boogie, the rhythm to the boogie, the beat. I said a hip, hop, hip it to the hip, hip.
So for those of you unaware, last year I ran 5 kilometers every single day of the year. This year, I pretty much quit due to an ankle injury. Running is no longer natural to me. It doesn't come easy. However, there are 3 things, whenever I'm feeling demotivated or I'm starting up again, there are 3 things that I always remind myself of.
You could be a total beginner or a professional athlete. These 3 things always apply, and they're 3 things that help me tremendously. First point is long-term consistency always triumphs short-term intensity, and that fact alone helps me so much, because if there are ever any days where I just really can't be bothered to go for a run, I just tell myself, like, just do a little bit, like just do something small, because then you're becoming more consistent, and as a result you're improving, you're doing more than doing nothing at all. It sounds so obvious, but sometimes I feel like I need reminding of that, and I'm sure some of you would benefit from that too. The second point is to remind yourself why it's important to you. The more specific that point is, the better. I'd say try to avoid general consensus on things. So like, if we use running as an example, we all know running's good for your mental health, it's good for your physical health, it's good for longevity, that sort of stuff. None of that's really specific to you. The more specific your why, your reasoning is, the more value you get out of it, and the more value you get out of reminding yourself of that why. For me, I just find that once I've been for a run or have done any form of exercise, I just feel so much more charismatic. I feel a lot lighter, a lot easier going. And that's why it's important for me to do this most days. Point number 3 is to have a goal, something tangible, something measurable. If it's like, oh, I want a dream physique, that's so like flimsy, so up in the air, like that could look like anything. The more tangible something is, the better. For me, it's to complete an Ironman, and in order to do that, I need to run consistently.
Guess that you just know one. Another soul is broken. It's always kind of funny how you find out how they're coping. So I guess that you just know one. Another soul is broken. It's always kind of funny how you find out how they're coping. So he asked me how I'm coping, and I asked him if he noticed. I said, listen, boy, I'm focused. I said, asked me how I'm coping, and I asked him if he noticed. I said, listen, boy, I'm focused. I said, me, I just find I'm ginger. The moment for mine, gonna take him in a flat. Me, I just
But that brings this video to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed. Even though these videos don't necessarily perform as well numbers wise, I absolutely love making them. So your thumbs up, your comments, anyone that subscribes is literally worth 10 times the amount, if that makes sense. So like 1 like on one of these videos feels like 10 likes on another video. Let me know what you'd want to see more of, whether you want to see more food, more training, more this, that, the other. Again, a massive thank you, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye bye.